Hi everyone, it's Allie. It's been a few weeks, but I'm thrilled to be here. I am going to do your week ahead tarot reading today, just a general reading, and I'm going to do it with a brand new deck. I literally took the cellophane off. I usually feel a bit too shy to do that, but I just want to do that today. But before I do, I just wanted to give a little shout out to a brand new tarot channel that I think is going to be so awesome. It's my friend Brightleaf Tarot, and he and I became friends on Instagram, and I'm actually not very active on Instagram, so I feel pretty lucky to have made this connection. He's got a ton of decks, but he's really thoughtful and super smart and really funny. If you watch his videos, he's done some hilarious, he's only got, I think, 2 or 3 videos, maybe 4 now, by the time I post this. But you will get a kick out of it, and he's super smart. I actually feel like I've learned a lot from him, and I'm just really happy that he's on here. So I'll link to his channel below, Brightleaf Tarot, so check him out. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is the week ahead reading, and it's not going to be, I'm not going to do any sort of, well, you know, I don't do walkthroughs, but maybe at some point one day I'll do an everything I've learned from, if this deck and I get along well, which I really hope. But I just on Friday got the Elemental North Tarot. So this was a Kickstarter that I participated in, and I was just really drawn to the art style and the artwork. So you'll have a chance to see that. It comes in a pretty sturdy box, not the sturdiest, but sturdy enough. And here are the backs of the cards. And this is all focused around the elemental associations. And actually, I haven't done very many, I've done elemental work, but I haven't really taken the time to really think about all of the elemental associations of all 78 of the tarot cards. So I'm really looking forward to doing that with this deck. But what really got me, I haven't even shuffled it yet. So this is the last card in the pile. I'm going to shuffle it for you before I read from it. There's the King of Pentacles, and the cards are pretty, oh, kitty, shush. Pretty not uniform that they're not interesting, but they've got a real motif, right? So obviously these are Pentacles cards, but you can see there's like an elemental association, there's runes, there's astrological symbols on here, lots of things that I actually am not that well versed in. So I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, I'm going to put it back in order before I shuffle it. It's on this beautiful, lovely linen cardstock. Sort of pig and otherworldsy. I don't know if you can see the linen. Probably not. My lighting's probably not good enough. Oh, there. Maybe you can. And it's just ever so slightly sort of aged along the sides. Again, I don't know if I can pick that up. But they come feeling like soft and warm and already used almost, which is a vibe I really, really like. Maybe you don't, but I do. It's a thinner cardstock than some of my decks. I am sometimes a fan of thick cardstock because I have big hands. But there, it's funny, it's got a little split in it, which is weird because it didn't come like that. So I imagine I'll be able to shuffle that little split out. But anyway, let's give it a shuffle and let's give it a go. Let's just give it a try. Oh, listen to that. Okay, that's a delight. I could feel the wind in my hair on that riffle shuffle. Actually, let's do a little bit of mixing up first. So one of the things I thought about this deck, and you'll see when I pull some cards, I feel like this might supplant the Wild Unknown as a real tattoo deck. It actually originated out of a tattoo design. I just read this in the guidebook just 5 minutes before I started this video. And actually I knew this from the Kickstarter, that one of the 2 creators had asked her artist friend to create her own design based on the moon card. And she created the card that ended up being the moon in this deck. Oh my God. And then she liked it so much, she said, oh God, is there any way, do you want to do 77 more? And she did. So it was designed initially to be a tattoo, and I think they're stunning. And if I were going to get a tarot card tattooed on my body, it might be from this deck. If I was going to copy an image and do it like this. Oh, let's do one more riffle, huh? Why not? One more. Oh, it's like butter. Oh, so good. All right. I think I'll shuffle and then pull so that they're good and mixed. Okay, so for the week ahead. Oh, what a dream this is. Wow. Okay, this is pretty good for this week. I mean, I think it's really fitting for April because, I don't know, like I woke up this morning and there was like this little icing sugar layer of snow on the ground, but spring is coming. I've seen 1,000 robins. I've seen buds on the trees, like even up here in Canada. Spring is coming. All right. So this is pretty great. So for this week, we start with the 7 of Cups. So you can see here, this deck is really faithful to the Waite Smith. So that's why I think I felt so comfortable reading it right out of the box. I'm not very well versed in runes, and I know that there's runes like embedded in this image. So that's some real research I'm going to have to do in order to sort of maybe get the most, well, not have to, but I want to do to get the most out of these cards. But you can see here how faithful, right? So we've got the cups and all the, the dragon and the octopus and the fire, and so just different possibilities. This is a week of possibilities, right? Emotional, spiritual, right? You might be overwhelmed with an abundance of choice into what you want to, oh God, like, I don't even address it anymore. It's just cat bombing all the time. So that's a great way to start a week, I think, looking at a number of possibilities. And then right away, we get after that the 3 of Pentacles, right? So, and to me, oh, sorry, something I can point out too is you can see, cat, jeez. You can see that the numbers worked into the artwork. Yeah, so there it is in the bottom there. It's not always in the bottom. Oh, it just happens to be in all 3 of these. It is, but it isn't always in the art. Oh my God, cat. So where am I? Here we are. Sorry, it's been a few weeks. I'm out of practice. So this idea, we've got the bee going from flower to flower. And I always think of the 3 of Pentacles as like honing and design, right? Which I think is such a great follow-up to the 7 of Cups, because here we've got possibilities. But if you just dither and let your gaze wander from possibility to possibility to possibility, then there's a chance you're going to miss opportunities, right? It's sometimes having a wide variety of options can be really paralyzing, right? But this card is telling you, like, take something and work with it this week. Don't just wallow in the possibilities, because then opportunities might slip you by and you don't have the opportunity to make one of those possibilities really, really great. And because it's the 7 of Cups, we've got real emotional investment in the possibilities. So I also think it's worth just thinking about like what's going to be emotionally productive for you and emotionally stabilizing for you, right? As opposed to something that might be super exciting, all right, that might actually have a detrimental effect on your life, right? So like I'm not saying like an affair, but something like that seems really attractive in the moment, but that's not going to sustain you. Because what this is a card is of sort of sustained work and design. The beauty is coming, but this is about the nitty gritty and getting into it and getting the work done. And you can't do that with 7 different things, right? And get the beautiful result. You're going to have to make some decisions. Maybe I've said this on this channel before, but I love Stephen King, and he wrote this excellent book about writing. And he said that one of the hardest things you have to do sometimes as a writer is kill your babies. And that's such a visceral Stephen King way to put it. But right? You can't take every single idea forward to fruition, or you end up getting nothing done to the highest level of quality. So you got your options, take a couple of days this week, and then make some choices. And what is it you're really going to nurture and grow? That you, as that little bee, are going to spend time like gathering the resources to make that one flower particularly beautiful. Because if you do, oh, hi, Nine of Cups. Great. That without that work in the middle, though, you may not get to this sort of plenty and enjoyment of that thing that you really nurtured and helped grow. I love how all the cups are really different. If we're going with gravity, starting with a coffee cup, I mean, isn't that where we all start, really, with a cup of coffee? And by the end, sort of into a bowl, sort of the sort of nourishing idea. We've got a martini glass in there, a champagne flute, a beer stein, a little teacup. Yeah, what a great little deck this is. Let me just take a couple of minutes to just show you. Let me find one where the number's in a different placement so you can see how creative it is. That's a great reading for the week, though. Let's see, where are you here? Oh, that's a court card, so I don't know if she incorporated the numbers on the court cards or not. Any numbers on that? Oh, so okay, so here's one at the top. Obviously, we've got the suit of air. Oh, here's the Eight of Wands, and you can see it's in the corner there. Like, it's just such a thoughtful, cool deck. That's sort of similar. Oh, here's a nice one. The High Priestess, and can you see the 2 up in the top corner there? Like, what a stunning deck. I feel like we are going to get along great. I love it so much. And I'll link, obviously the Kickstarter is over, but they're producing some. She has, I can't remember now off the top of my head if it's an Etsy shop or if it's just like a online store. It is American, so if you're in the States, good work. If you're not, there'll be the American exchange and shipping and all that jazz. Oh, there's the tower. There. Okay, oh, and I just have to show you one more. So this isn't a different placement, but the Ten of Cups is otters holding hands with a little baby otter. So that's super cute, but the Ten of Cups is like that kind of card, but it also isn't like a super cutesy deck either. Like it's not a saccharine deck. Let me just find, let's find the, I don't know, 3 of Swords or something, or the Death card, or just so you can get a thing of an idea of the scope of it. What do you think, Kitty? Why do I set myself up to look? Oh, here we go. 10 of Swords. How about that? Right? Like it doesn't sugarcoat. It's cute in some places, but in other places it's quite serious, and it's just so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I am so in love. You're watching a love affair start right now. Okay, so great week ahead. Look at the possibilities, but then don't dither. Hone it down, make it work, make it into something beautiful, and then enjoy all your 9 of Cups. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.